Thanks for staying with us. You're watching News 9. I'm Yash Goel. Let's begin this bulletin with the top headlines. Karnataka BJP MLC C.T. Ravi denies making obscene remarks against Minister Lakshmi Hebalkar, calls his custody illegal case transferred to Bengaluru court. BRS Working President K.T. Rama Rao moves Telangana High Court seeking stay on proceedings against him in the Formula E case. Bulldozer action against Samajwadi Party MP Zia or Rahman Barq. The Samajwadi Party MP requests a meeting with Home Minister Amit Shah. At least 9 people killed as LPG tanker collides with other vehicles and explodes on the Jaipur-Ajmer highway. Both houses of parliament adjourned sine-die amid competing protest and blame game between BJP and the INDI bloc MPs. After RSS chief calls for unity over Mandir mosque dispute, CM Yogi makes a safe Sanatan remark. Mother of Bengaluru techie Atul Subhash, who died by suicide, moves Supreme Court seeking custody of a 4-year-old grandson. Acclaimed film director and writer M.T. Vasudevan Nair is critical after suffering heart failure. And former Haryana Chief Minister Om Prakash Chautala passes away at the age of 89. Well, top focus at this hour remains to come from the state of Karnataka, where the case involving BJP MLC C.T. Ravi, arrested for allegedly derogatory remarks against Karnataka Minister Lakshmi Hebalkar, has now been transferred to the Bengaluru People's Representative Court. The BJP leader claims he was kept in custody illegally without any notice and was taken around 3 districts. In fact, what we are also understanding, the Belagavi court has instructed the police to ensure a dignified and respectful transfer of Ravi. The police have sought 24 hours to finalize arrangements. Meanwhile, additional public prosecutor Abhishek objected to Ravi's interim bail plea, further delaying the proceedings. The judge questioned the over the delay in the informing of Ravi of the charges. In fact, after consultation with the police, the remand application was submitted. Well, this is the latest we are tracking in the C.T. Ravi's case. The case involving the BJP MLC was arrested for alleged derogatory remarks against Karnataka Minister Lakshmi Hebalkar has now been transferred to the Bengaluru People's Representative Court. The BJP leader claims he was kept in custody illegally without any notice and was taken around 3 districts. Well, this is the claim made by the BJP MLC and the person in question right now. In fact, the Belagavi court has instructed the police to ensure a dignified and respectful transfer of Ravi. The police has sought 24 hours to finalize arrangements. In fact, these are the exclusive visuals, viewers, you see on your screen right now of C.T. Ravi. In fact, he has that bandage over his head. He had claimed that the police had mistreated him. In fact, at night also, around 3:30, he had staged a protest on the road regarding that very misconduct.
ನನಗೆ ಯಾವುದೇ ನೋಟಿಸ್ ಕೊಡದೆ ಅಕ್ರಮ ಬಂಧನದಲ್ಲಿಟ್ಟು ರಾತ್ರಿ ಇಡೀ 3 ಜಿಲ್ಲೆಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಸುತ್ತಾಡಿಸಿ ಸರ್ವಾಧಿಕಾರ ಮೆರೆದಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಎಲ್ಲದಕ್ಕೂ ಒಂದು ಪೊಲೀಸ್ ಸ್ಟಾಪ್ ಇದ್ದೇ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಪೊಲೀಸ್ ಸ್ಟಾಪ್ ಬೀಳುತ್ತೆ. ಅಲ್ಲೇ ನಡೆಸಿದಿರಲ್ಲ, ಅತ್ತೆಗೂ ಒಂದು ಕಾಲ, ಸೊಸೆಗೂ ಒಂದು ಕಾಲ, ನಮಗೂ ಒಂದು ಕಾಲ ಬರುತ್ತೆ.
Meanwhile, News9 has accessed exclusive footage of the Belagavi Assembly session. This footage includes the audio of what Ravi allegedly said to Minister Hebalkar. Content no other channel has. Well, this is the exclusive visuals on your screen right now of the assembly where this entire ruckus had taken place. Colleague Mohammad Wajiullah. Well, Waji, first of all, let's start by discussing what the latest update with regards to the case being transferred to the Bengaluru Special Court.
Well, yes, as we speak, C.T. Ravi, along with the entire cavalry of police, is on his way to Bengaluru because the judge in Belgaum has transferred the case to Bengaluru and said that the People's Representative Court will decide how this case will move forward, whether C.T. Ravi, who was arrested for his remarks in the House, whether the case stands or not, because as we all know that the matter happened inside the assembly and it is the custodian of the speaker, and because an FIR was filed in this regard, that is why he was presented in front of the court after his medical that happened in Belgavi. So he's on his way to Bengaluru, and in any time from now, the session, the People's Representative Court will be listening to his bail petition also, which was filed for 3 o'clock. Because C.T. Ravi will be taking some more time to reach Bengaluru. He might take close to 5 to 6 hours because it's a very long journey from North Karnataka to the center of Bengaluru. So it's going to take time, but his representatives, his lawyers are already present in Bengaluru and are waiting for that session to start. But on the other hand, we also know that the Women's Commission has also written to the Speaker asking to submit a report with what happened and what transpired inside the House, because on other cases, the Women's Commission would summon the police and ask them to file a report. But in this particular case, because the incident happened inside the House, they've asked the Speaker to let them know about and give more details, because they believe that his comments towards Lakshmi Hebalkar is condemnable and unpardonable, and that is why the Women Commission is also, the Karnataka Women Commission especially, has written to the Speaker. So when it comes to this particular case, these are the latest updates. But now we'll have to wait and watch what happens in the People's Representative Court, whether C.T. Ravi is able to put his point forward and punch holes in the claims of Lakshmi Hebalkar, because as we already know, the Speaker has made it clear that there was no audio and video in his records, though there were some audio that was captured by us, which our viewers are seeing. These are the exclusive shots of that audio. But the Speaker in the audio of the House, in that they have not caught that word. So that is why we'll have to wait and watch how the court takes this forward.
Absolutely, Vaji, do stay on with us. First, let's listen into what the lawyer of C.T. Ravi has to say in this entire fiasco.
उधर बेल आर्गुमेंट हुआ और पुलिस ने इल ट्रीट किया है करके सीटी रवि अक्यूज जिसको बनाया है, उन्होंने बोल दिया है कि उनको इल ट्रीट किया है, रात भर उनको 8 तालुका को घुमाया है और मेडिकल ट्रीटमेंट भी नहीं दिया, खाने को भी नहीं दिया, और पुलिस का इल ट्रीटमेंट हुआ है करके उन्होंने कोर्ट में बोला है. जजमेंट रिजर्व हुआ है, जजमेंट आने वाला है.
Vaji, now the bigger question pertains is, yes, what has happened is a matter of investigation, but the kind of treatment C.T. Ravi has received, that also raises a lot of questions on the administration and the way the Karnataka police is working right now.
Well, this question was posed to D.K. Shiv Kumar, that his the way in which he was arrested and he was moved around. With that regard, he clearly said that a lot of BJP leaders had landed up in the police station and were trying to do a meeting over there. That is a police station. It's not a place for them to do any meeting with regards to the fiasco, with regards to the development that has taken place. And that is why C.T. Ravi was removed from the police station and he was taken to another police station. And then again, a lot of BJP leaders landed up at that police. That is why he was being moved from one place to another. But why was he moved from one place to another is something that D.K. Shivkumar also has no answer about. But yes, as we already know that because this issue happened in the House, and when anything happens in the House, the general rule is that the Speaker, who is the custodian of the House, he is responsible to settle the matter then and there itself, or he is responsible of taking it into a complaint or not. The police does not otherwise have a jurisdiction to enter. But because Lakshmi Balkar went and filed a complaint and filed an FIR, that is when the police interfered and they also did not enter the House. They arrested him from outside the House and they taken him to the police station. Now, from what we are awaiting is whether what happened last night where he was moved from one station to another, was it procedural? Was it done because of security reason? Or was it done because there were a lot of people present over there and there were a lot of supporters of Hebalkar also who were outside the police station staging dharna? Because in the case of Darshan and Revanna, we've seen a lot of people outside the police station, but they were not moved from one place to another. Why did this happen? We'll have to wait and watch from the police. But as far as what we've been told, it's procedural. They were trying to get him to Bengaluru because they thought they'll first get here. Then they did not get a confirmation. And then they were told to go back to Belgaum. And in that confusion, all this happened. But yes, that goes on to say that how C.T. Ravi, who's people's representative, had to suffer because of all this. But then again, it was an FIR that was filed, and that is why all this happened.
Vajit, thank you so much for your perspective on this very story. Do keep a track of this very story coming in. Now we have a reaction also coming in from Jagdish Shettar.
Regarding the C.T. Ravi issue is concerned, what he has uttered in the Vidhan Parishad Council and what is clarification, everything has to be examined. But without examining, without investigation, immediately they have filed the FIR and immediately they taken the custody and arrested him. It is a completely forcible act of the state government, forcible act of the police department. It is a failure of the police department without investigation. He has told it is my allegation is not like that. My statement is not like that. So it has to be examined. It has to be proved prima facie. Without that, immediately arresting, it is I am condemn this attitude of the state government.
Well, staying with this news coming in from the southern part of the country now, moving our focus to the state of Telangana, where BRS Working President K.T. Rama Rao has moved Telangana High Court seeking stay on all proceedings, including his arrest in case filed by the Anti-Corruption Bureau over alleged irregularities in hosting the Formula E race during the previous regime. Sources are also coming is that ED is also likely to register a case against KTR. In fact, BRS moved an adjournment resolution to hold discussion on the case to clarity on the issue of the Formula E race at the assembly stage itself. Meanwhile, in the Telangana assembly, papers were thrown, a shoe was shown and abusive language was exchanged during a heated argument. In fact, the confrontation occurred as the BRS demanded a discussion on the Formula E race issue. Meanwhile, BRS MLA Palla Rajeshwar Reddy accused members of the opposition of throwing the shoe, while alleging that the MLA Shankar was responsible for this very incident. Meanwhile, BRS MLA Paddy Kaushik Reddy called for an SC/ST case to be filed against the MLA involved. Meanwhile, KTR has been named as the prime accused, with former Municipal Administration and Urban Development Principal Secretary Arvind Kumar and Hyderabad's former Metropolitan Development Authority Chief Engineer BLN Reddy as the second and third accused. Now, according to the FIR, the BRS leader authorized payments to e-Formula organizer, a foreign company, without cabinet clearance. The HMDA reportedly transferred rupees 45 crores in installments, violating RBI's guideline. This led to rupees 8 crore fine imposed on the Telangana government by the RBI, which was later paid by the Congress government after assuming office in December 2023.
It's probably one of the biggest, silliest cases and a big joke, because Formula E is an internationally reputed organization, and we have made painstaking efforts to convince them to come to India and Hyderabad. Today, with great deal of effort, we had signed them for 4 years. Now, we had conducted a successful race in first year, in 2023 February. Post that, in fact, Hyderabad, according to a Nelson report, had gotten an economic benefit of $83 million. Now, we have spent about 150 crores, including that of a private party, 100 plus crores from a private party, and 40 crores from the government. But we got an economic benefit for the city of more than $83 million, which is roughly translates to about 700 crores. So this government, unfortunately, the Congress government, neither has a clue about motorsports, nor has a clue to promote Hyderabad, Telangana as a hub for electric vehicles and sustainable mobility, which was the motive. Now, unfortunately, this government does not have common sense. We have challenged them. We said, please come for a discussion in the State Assembly where an ongoing session is happening. Neither are they ready to do that, nor are they ready to face us anywhere. So therefore, I'm compelled to present facts to the people of Telangana who have elected us, because it is our bounden responsibility. I've made my case. I've explained to you how the 55 crores that have been transferred by HMDA, the Telangana government's arm, to Formula E are very much received, and the receipt is also been shown by me just now. There is no corruption, because I don't understand how ACB can come in, Anti-Corruption Bureau can come in when there is no corruption at all. So I don't understand the case. We'll fight legally and we'll fight politically.
Well, moving on to the state of Karnataka, a big update coming in on the suicide case of Bengaluru-based techie Atul Subhash. Anju Devi Modi, the mother of late Subhashs, has filed a habeas corpus petition seeking custody of her 4-year-old grandson. The Supreme Court has issued notices to the governments of Uttar Pradesh, Haryana and Karnataka in this very matter. Anju Devi alleged that her grandson is being held unlawfully by the family of Atul's wife. The petition also raises concerns about child's whereabouts. Atul Subhash's wife, her brother and mother are currently in jail, facing charges of abetment Atul's suicide. In fact, the next hearing in the matter is scheduled for January 7th. Well, the next story comes to us from the state of West Bengal, where the Kolkata High Court has granted permission for the joint platform of doctors to hold a sit-in protest on the orgy car issue, but with certain conditions. In fact, as we speak, the protests have started. Protesters demand, there's a list of demands which the protesters are actually raising. CBI ASAP filed the charge sheet in this very matter. CBI charge sheet in financial irregularities case. All the people involved in evidence tampering should be made public. The Kolkata police did not give permission for protest due to festive season and public management. The court allowed the demonstration at certain places and specifying that protest site will be featured a 40-foot dais and accommodate 200 to 250 people at a time. The sit-in protest will continue until December 26 as per the court's directive. Now let's go across to my colleague Saurabh Datta for the latest updates, joining us from the ground zero. सौरभ, सबसे पहले मैं आपसे जानना चाहूंगा, जो प्रोटेस्ट है वो शुरू हो चुके हैं, तस्वीरें दिखाइए, क्या हो रहा है वहां पे? सौरभ, मेरी आवाज आ रही है आपको?
यस, देखिए प्रोटेस्ट जो है वो प्रोटेस्ट शुरू हो चुका है। यहाँ पे देख सकते हैं आपके मेट्रो चैनल, यहीं पे वेस्ट बंगाल जूनियर डॉक्टर्स फ्रंट, वो लोग यहाँ पे जो अनशन किए थे इसी मंच पे किए थे, इसी जगह पे किए थे, उसी जगह पे अभी जो है जॉइंट प्लेटफॉर्म ऑफ डॉक्टर्स और तिलोत्तमा मंच जो है वो लोग ये प्रोटेस्ट कर रहे हैं। 3 मुद्दे को लेके ये प्रोटेस्ट है। पहला मुद्दा ये है कि जो सप्लीमेंट्री चार्जशीट है, सीबीआई ने अब तक वो सप्लीमेंट्री चार्जशीट क्यों नहीं पेश किया। दूसरा जो मुद्दा है वो दूसरा मुद्दा ये है कि संदीप घोष उनके ऊपर फाइनेंशियल इरेगुलरिटीज का भी चार्ज है। फाइनेंशियल इरेगुलरिटीज के तहत उनके खिलाफ जो चार्जशीट पेश करना है उसके लिए जो स्टेट गवर्नमेंट का एनओसी चाहिए वो स्टेट गवर्नमेंट का एनओसी अब तक क्यों नहीं मिला, ये है दूसरा मुद्दा कि उनका डिमांड है कि स्टेट गवर्नमेंट को एनओसी देना पड़ेगा क्योंकि गवर्नमेंट एम्प्लॉय है, एनओसी लगेगा चार्जशीट देने के लिए। तीसरा जो मुद्दा है वो मुद्दा ये है जो लार्जर कॉन्स्पिरेसी की जो बात हो रहा था, जो एविडेंस टेम्पर की बात हो रहा था, वो सब के तहत जो लोग इसमें इन्वॉल्व है उन सबको इन्वेस्टिगेशन के तहत लाना पड़ेगा, उनको क्वेश्चनिंग करना पड़ेगा, उनको इंटरोगेट करना पड़ेगा। ये सब मुद्दे को लेके 26 तारीख तक ये प्रोटेस्ट चलेगा। अभी जो यहाँ का जो माहौल देख रहे हैं आप, कुछ देर पहले भी आप देख रहे थे कि ये लोग अपने आप स्लोगन्स दे रहे थे। उसका कारण ये है कि पहले बार जो 17 तारीख को जब इन्होंने मांग किया था कि यहाँ पे बैठेंगे, पुलिस ने परमिशन नहीं दिया तो ये लोग हाईकोर्ट पे गए थे। हाईकोर्ट से लास्ट डे को ही उनको जो परमिशन मिल गया था, लेकिन फिर भी आज सुबह कोलकाता पुलिस के तरफ और एक बार हाईकोर्ट में वो लोग गए और ये अपील किए कि धर्मतला में जो लोग लोकेशन बोल रहे हैं वो लोग वाई चैनल में करें, इस जगह पे ना करें। तो इसको लेके वहाँ पे जो जज थे, जज ने भी अपने ऑब्जर्वेशन में कोलकाता पुलिस को उनको कहा कि ऐसा कैसे हो सकता है, अगर और लोग बैठ सकते तो ये लोग क्यों नहीं बैठ सकते, और कुछ कंडीशंस दे के उनको परमिशन मिला। कंडीशंस क्या है कि ये डोरीना क्रॉसिंग है, ये जो क्रॉसिंग है ये इस सिटी का ये द हार्ट ऑफ द सिटी है। तो इस हार्ट ऑफ द सिटी में कहा जा रहा था पुलिस की तरफ से कि ये क्रिसमस का फेस्टिवल चल रहा है, ये न्यू मार्केट है, वहाँ पे बहुत गैदरिंग होता है क्रिसमस के टाइम। तो यहाँ पे धरना मंच के लिए पर वो कह रहे थे फेस्टिव सीजन में यहाँ पे धरना मंच देने का मतलब है कि सिटी में जो है सिटी का ट्रैफिक डिसरप्ट होगा। तो ये सब जो इशू है इसके लिए पर जज ने कहा कि अगर वो लोग इस डोरीना क्रॉसिंग से 55 फुट दूरी पे अपना मंच बांधे तो क्या दिक्कत है। तो वहाँ से फीता लेके उन्होंने को मापा और यहाँ पे जो आप देख रहे हैं कि बैरिकेड हुआ है, इस डोरीना क्रॉसिंग से लेके यहाँ तक आता है वो, यहाँ से उन लोगों को ये जो बैरिकेड यहाँ पे रखा है, ये बैरिकेड के से उनका जो है वो लोग यहाँ पे मंच बांधेंगे। इसके लिए जो
सौरभ बहुत धन्यवाद। उत्तर प्रदेश Sambhal bulldozer action has been seen once again as local administration intensifies the campaign against illegal constructions in the city. As part of this action today, one team of corporation ran a bulldozer on some portions of the house of Samajwadi Party MP Zia Rahman Barq located at Deepasarai. The illegal stairs built outside the new residence were demolished, in fact, by the authorities. The action came days after the Uttar Pradesh Electricity Department on Friday imposed a fine of rupees 1.91 crore on Samajwadi Party MP for power theft. Now, Samajwadi Party MP Zia Rahman Barq has requested a meeting with Home Minister Amit Shah. He sought time to discuss the situation in Sambhal, including law and order, administrative issues and the police action.
संभल सांसद जियाउर रहमान बर्क के आवास पर आज कार्रवाई हुई बुलडोज़र की, और घर से लगती हुई जो ये सीढ़ियां थी ऊपर चढ़ने के लिए उन्हें बुलडोज़र से ध्वस्त किया गया है। नगर पालिका के द्वारा ये कार्रवाई की गई और डीएम के आदेश पर जो अतिक्रमण हटाओ अभियान पूरे संभल में चलाया जा रहा है उसी के तहत ये कार्रवाई की गई। तो 2 दिनों के भीतर ये दूसरी कार्रवाई जो कि उनके आवास पर की गई है। कल यहाँ पर बिजली विभाग की कार्रवाई देखने को मिली थी जिसके तहत उनके घर के बिजली का कनेक्शन काट दिया गया था। उसके बाद उनके ऊपर एक एफआईआर भी दर्ज की गई थी बिजली चोरी के तहत। उसके बाद आज अतिक्रमण हटाओ अभियान के तहत जो कार्रवाई हुई उसमें बुलडोजर से यहाँ पर ध्वस्तीकरण का काम किया गया है। ये सामने का जो हिस्सा आप देख सकते हैं मकान का वो नया कंस्ट्रक्शन है, जैसा कि हम आपको तस्वीरों में दिखा रहे हैं। उस नए कंस्ट्रक्शन के सामने नीचे जो हाइट दी जाती है उसको चढ़ने के लिए जो सीढ़ियां यहाँ पर सामने बनाई जाती हैं उसको आज यहाँ पर बुलडोजर से ध्वस्त किया गया है। ये अतिक्रमण में था, यानी कि सरकारी ज़मीन जो ये सड़क गुजर रही उसके ऊपर लगता था, इसलिए ये कार्रवाई यहाँ पर की गई है। सामने हम आपको जो मलबा दिखा रहे हैं ये उन्हीं सीढ़ियों की है। आज सुबह ये कार्रवाई जो है वो नगर पालिका के बुलडोजर द्वारा यहाँ पर की गई, जिसके बाद आप देख सकते हैं कि ये सीढ़ियां जो थी वो तहस नहस रूप में आपको यहाँ पर दिखाई देंगी। तो लगातार पूरे संभल में बिजली विभाग की बात करें या फिर नगर पालिका की बात करें, उनकी कार्रवाई जो है अतिक्रमण के खिलाफ या फिर जहाँ पर बिजली की चोरी हो रही है उसके खिलाफ चलती हुई दिखाई दे रही है और उसी के तहत ये तमाम कार्रवाई देखी जा रही है।
Well, moving on to the state of Rajasthan, where a very unfortunate news coming in, where 11 people were killed and several others were injured in an accident near a petrol pump in the area which lies on the Ajmer highway in Jaipur. Prime Minister Narendra Modi spoke to Rajasthan CM Bhajanlal Sharma to inquire and offer support regarding the unfortunate fire incident in Jaipur. A collision between a bus, a CNG tanker and multiple vehicles triggered a powerful explosion in the tanker that caused fire to break out in the very area. The fire engulfed nearly 40 vehicles in the vicinity, reducing them to ashes. Several smaller and large vehicles caught fire and people inside these vehicles suffered severe injuries due to the flame. In fact, the situation became chaotic as the blaze spread rapidly. Over 25 tenders were rushed to the spot and efforts are underway to douse the flames. In fact, Union Home Minister Amit Shah also spoke to the Chief Minister of Rajasthan to get information about the Rajasthan fire incident that resulted in death of so many people. In fact, Rajasthan Chief Minister visited SMS Hospital to meet the victims in Jaipur and take stock of the situation. He expressed grief in the post on X and in fact he said, let's listen in what he has to say in this very bite.